Today on Tikifire Toy Reviews, Marvel Legends Doctor Strange. Hello, Tikifire here with another Tikifire Toy Review, and today we're reviewing a Marvel Legends Doctor Strange action figure, 6 inches, from 2005, the Galactus series. It says he's superposable, 35 points of articulation. He's got a 32-page bonus comic book. Tells you he also has the right arm of Galactus, which you can see down underneath there if you look. And let's take a look at him. He looks like, wow, that is a really good likeness of Doctor Strange. It really looks like the comic book Doctor Strange from the old days. Now let's take a look at the back of the package. It says former surgeon Stephen Strange is now master of the mystic arts and our sorcerer supreme. Aided by a magical cloak of levitation and the all-seeing eye of Agamotto, Strange battles the hidden forces of evil. Doctor Strange can call upon a great many magical spells, including incantations enabling him to cast illusions and hurl mystical bolts. Cloak of levitation grants Doctor Strange the power of flight, and the eye of Agamotto allows him to see through illusions and read minds. Also, he possesses a wide array of arcane text, artifacts, books, and relics. When extraordinary events occur and the unexplainable becomes commonplace, rest assured, the Doctor is in the house. Alright, and there's the power grid up the top. Intelligence, he's a 3. Very smart guy. Strength, a 1. Speed, a 6. Wow, he's really fast. Fastest one of these guys so far that we reviewed. Durability, 2. Energy projection, oh, he's a 5. And fighting skills, a 2. Interesting. I don't know how they came up with this. No, it's kind of weird. All right, height 6'2", weight 180 pounds, eyes gray, hair black with gray. And there it says collect them all. And we're going to open him up and take a look at Doctor Strange. All right, now let me show you something that makes people mad. First off, he was in a clamshell, which is hard enough to get open. With a box cutter, it's easy, but yes. Okay. Then I was like, oh, he's just got 2 twist ties at the bottom, so no problem. So I pop him out of there, and he had 1 at the top. So that's not a problem. He's got this rubberized cape. Now he's got a tray, and look at this business. In the tray, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more twist ties. This is ridiculous. I'm glad Toy Biz is not making these stupid things anymore. Jeez. Okay, so I finally got Doctor Strange out of the stupid clamshell. And here he is. Before we take a look at him though, here's the Galactus right arm. It has some articulation in the hand. Looks like the hand will bend in like that. Looks like it does have a double jointed elbow. This is very stiff. Got to be careful with these 10-year-old toys, because I don't want to break it like a broke. Man, these joints are stiff on these old toys. Weird. Alright, well, alright. Oh, his wrist will rotate as well. His wrist rotates. Very cool. So yeah, you can hear these things popping when I move them. That's kind of messed up. Alright, I don't bend it any further, I'm afraid. Alright, so we'll put that on the body here in a minute. First off, let's take a look at Doctor Strange, the action figure. This is a really cool looking figure. It really looks like the original Doctor Strange outfit. Look at that. That is awesome. And the comic here is a reprinting of his first appearance, which I believe was in Strange Tales. Yes, Strange Tales. Volume 1. Interesting. And if you've never read these old Strange Tales comics, these old Doctor Strange comics, really cool. Really cool stuff. Alright, so let's take a look at the actual action figure. He's got this rubber cape. There's the all-seeing... Well, that's not the all-seeing. The all-seeing eye is like this thing. Anyways, this is... this is his amulet. Yes, his amulet. I always get that mixed up. The all-seeing eye of Agamotto and his amulet. I don't know. Someone smarter than I can tell you, I'm sure. But I know in the early comics, the all-seeing eye of Agamotto is like this globe that floats up and shows him where like problems are happening, mystical problems are happening. I don't know. So anyways, as you can see, this is a really floppy rubber cape, which is kind of neat. I mean, it's got a lot of detail on it. It's kind of cool. Pretty good, and it'll stand up on its own. Hey, how neat is that? And here's Doctor Strange. Really cool. Man, I don't like these joints popping on these 10-year-old action figures. That one's really loose. It's like when they put them in there, you just have to be really careful with them, and maybe don't drop them on the floor. I don't know. Oh, goodness. The things I do for you YouTubers. Alright. So here's Doctor Strange. He's got a lot of articulation. He's got double jointed elbow. Bicep rotates. Ball joint up here at the shoulder. Although it's a little loose inset in there. That's weird. Huh. That's weird how they're set in. Don't know what that's all about. Yeah, I'm not going to play with that too much. His wrist does rotate. He's got, looks like dots all over his gloves, but that's probably the magic spells he's firing off, as you can see in the comic back there. And he's got your typical, for Toy Biz, articulation on the feet. His toes bend up and down. Ankle bends up and down. Shin rotates. Double jointed knee. Then he rotates up here too. There's a ball joint at the hip. He will rotate at the waist a little bit. He doesn't have the chest bendability the way some of these characters do, but that's okay. I'm not a big fan of that anyways. And his head will look up and down and rotate around a little bit to his sides. As far as it goes, though, I mean, this is a great looking Doctor Strange figure. Really cool. I'm really digging what they did with him, because he really looks like the classic Doctor Strange, and that's just awesome in my book. I always liked Doctor Strange, although as a kid I didn't quite get him a lot of times, but I always thought he was a cool character. So, I tell you what, let's go ahead and put Galactus' right arm on him. As you can see here, we've got Galactus almost together, missing his left arm, his head, and his right arm. And so now, we're going to join the right arm to the body. And you just push it on. Well, I think you just push it on. It's got a little plug there. Yeah, there we go. You just push it on. And there we have it. Galactus has a right arm. Cool. And a bit scary, as Galactus should be. Man, he is heavy. Alright, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video review of the Doctor Strange action figure from 2005. And if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down, but tell me why you don't like it so I can fix whatever the problem is. And please check out my other videos. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks.